am live with Emily. How you doing, sister?
Good. I
That is
can't see on
wonderful.
cam right now because Facebook is fucking up.
Yeah, well, that's why we left Facebook, and a big double birdie for you right there. So, yes, we would have actually got to see Emily live, but unfortunately,
Unfortunately, I can't go on camera.
Facebook, fuck you.
Yes,
Now,
it did.
now,
I put
um,
on a bra for nothing.
sweetheart, I'm wearing underwear. How do you think I feel? Now then, Emily, I have a question for you.
What?
I have been spending the last week going through the up and coming movies that are coming out. And as of course you know, there's also Spiral, the prequel to Saw that's supposed to be starring Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But as I'm going through that, I'm also seeing all these other movies, such as I can't even fucking remember the name of it now. Okay, I
We
can't,
were
I can't remember
talking.
the name of it. It's about
I
an
know.
autistic kid who has this imaginary friend. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we talked about. I know. Sunday we talked about the stories to tell in the dark. And that was a fucking
Yes,
kiss,
yes,
but
that is one of them. But that's not an up and coming though. That one's already
no,
out.
that one was already out. But that one was.
But there's the movie that I'm talking about. It's about an autistic kid who has an imaginary friend who wants to be friends that only speaks through him through electronics such as like a speaking spell or smartphone, etc., etc. And I guess it seems to be like this really creepy off sub brain version of Slender Man. I can't remember of it. Come Play, I think it's called. But that was rated PG-13. Now,
No, we got to talking about PG-13 horror movies.
right. Well, when in my analytics, and I'm, you can ask anybody. I'm like fucking Simon Cowell when it comes to this shit. It seems to me like the PG-13 movies are more suspenseful than actual horror.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand why they would do that because you want to keep the PG-13 to get to a wider audience. But in my general experience, a horror movie is supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. But when I watch the PG-13 movies, it feels like I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Like, I know there was, like, for instance, I watched, like, rated R PG-13s that are so underground that nobody really hears of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Hereditary. Me and you both know what Hereditary is.
Mm-hmm.
But others who does it, I don't have the chat in front of me, so I don't fucking care. I'm just like, I don't fucking care at this point.
Okay.
But others who never seen it are just like, oh, wait, what? She never seen. She doesn't watch like fucking
I love it
horror
when I get
movies.
their reactions. You get this horror movie fanatic. It says, "Oh, I'm so into horror." Like, yeah, have you seen? Human Centipede? What?
Yeah. It's like, then there's me who's like, have you seen Hereditary? And they're like, no. I'm like, shut up. Like,
You're not a horror fan if you cannot sit through that movie.
exactly. Then I'm just over here, like, with my shit, I'm like, because all my horror movies are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than PG-13 to rated R. The PG-13 movies, like, me and you had this discussion with Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Zombie is like considered the horror god in the music industry.
Yeah. I mean, he portrays
Wow.
himself as to be such, so that was, I could see some plausibility in that.
Well, Marilyn Manson does whatever the fuck he wants.
But you also said something that kind of stood out to me though. As much of a horror god as Rob Zombie is, well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You said that Marilyn Manson would be more horror because he's has more shock value or something to
He
that
does.
effect.
It's a shock rock value. Kind of like Alice Cooper.
Okay,
And
now how does that compare to the horror movies?
for me, I could sit through a PG-13 movie and be fine. PG-13 movies, you don't know what's going to happen. They want to suspense you. Rated R, you can see blood and guts. Like, they did a Banana Split movie, I believe. That shit was fucking funny. Like, horror movie of a Banana Split. That shit was fucking hilarious, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But they fucking took like a kid's show and made a horror film where they actually had like kid actors in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like,
Well, you have to admit, kids are pretty fucking creepy when it comes to horror.
actually, this kids aren't that creepy if you think about it.
Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen a fucking child laugh? Oh my god, it's fucking spine
Have you,
chilling.
Twiggy? You heard me laugh.
Yeah, you're not a child though. If you hear like a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, when they actually did a little laugh, oh my god, I fucking cringed. Oh my god, stop it! You're scaring the fuck out of me.
But like,
Ugh.
whenever I get into like my petty revenge mode, that's when I freak you out. And you know this, which is why we don't piss off me.
Well, hell hath no fury over a woman's scorn.
Exactly. But I can sit here and piss myself. I can get pissed off and be like, wonder what I'm gonna get into today. And be fine.
See, that's the thing about women, though. They can be pissed off and you won't even know it.
Mhm.
They will smile, they'll laugh in the back of that. Oh, motherfucker, you are going to regret this tonight. Go to bed a man and wake up a woman.
But there is like in the suspense of PG-13 movies to like rated R movies can't compare to without seeing like difference of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be like over 1,000 hours of movies.
That's a lot of movies.
Yeah. And I noticed, like, I'm thinking of all the horror movies in general.
As you've seen all the horror movies.
I've seen all the horror movies from Alfred Hitchcock to now.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking of Alfred Hitchcock off the top of my head. I'm not excluding any of
By
it.
the way, The Birds is my favorite from him.
Psycho.
So let me ask you this. What makes a horror movie? What are the ingredients that separates the horror from the suspense? Now, horror has suspense in that. I'm not going to deny that. It's sort of like all horror is suspense, but not all suspense is horror.
Because I know there's normally for my definition of horror, because the actual definition is like an intense fear of emotion.
The definition of horror is not the actual shock itself, but it's that it's that regret, that nauseating feeling. It's that after effect that comes after the shock. That is what horror is.
But in reality, you gotta feel paranoid like after your fucking movie to like be in the fucking dark. It's a good fucking horror movie.
That's the best way to enjoy them, is in the dark.
Exactly, but like if you're paranoid to like be home alone and shit, to where you're like opening up your shower curtain to like take a shit.
Right.
That's when you fucking sit and like question your taste in horror movies. Because they all have these horror serial killers. But for me, I don't question any of it because I'm just like, this is normal. Fuck it. Like, I keep my shower curtain open now because of fucking horror movies. But I also, like...
Wait, you shower with your curtain open?
No.
I was gonna say, you must make one hell of a mess.
I don't.
I was gonna say,
I make a mess
if horror movies have got you so bad, you have to shower with the curtain open. You are on another level of fucked up, man.
I'm already on another level of fucked up here.
Nobody's disagreeing on that.
But, like, I'm already on another level of fucked up. To where I'm not paranoid about weird shit going on. It's the fact that I heard knocking at like 6 o'clock in the morning on my bedroom door. Open my bedroom door.
I want your brain.
I went to open my bedroom door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was there. I was like, man, fuck this house.
You know, there was one time I was 15. I was fucking scared shitless. I literally thought there was a demon sitting outside my door. I was so fucking afraid to open it. And I'm listening to it. I open my door. I look outside and there's some fucking fat man laying on the couch, half naked, snoring as loud as he fuck. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
But, like, I'm so paranoid of everything. My house. Like, because I'm now living in my new apartment. So I'm, like, moving in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, like, weird neighbors here.
Well, your neighbors are always going to be weird.
So I could sit there and be like, my neighbors are weird.
Not growing up, there was this, there was my house and there was this house 2 downs from me, but on the other side of the street. We called it the vampire house because she never fucking left her house unless it was at night. She's fucking weird, man.
Your house is not the vampire house.
What was that?
Your house is now the vampire house.
My house is the vampire house?
Yeah.
My house is a nut house. What the hell are you talking about?
But, like, when I was growing up, there was a house in the neighborhood that we actually, like, avoided, like, the plague.
Mm-hmm.
For absolutely no reason, other than the fact that they were fucking creepy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, like, we're in a band, too, so we were, like, and so I'm like, this is now full circle for me. Because I'm, like, fucking with people in bands and shit. So I'm just like, hi. And so I'm just like, this is normal. But, like, going back to our topic that we discussed on Sunday, we were like...
Yeah, we kind of digressed there for a minute.
Yeah, because we both have ADHD. We can't be normal together.
But yeah, anyway.
But anyway, when me and Twiggy discuss our, like, horror movies and things, we end up trying to see where we're at in horror movies. Discuss our, like, horror movies and things, we end up... And so for us, we end up... Because I know for a fact that I could sit and watch any horror movie. Twiggy has his movie. Yeah.
Any horror movie.
I have not watched the Serbian film, and I do not plan on watching it. That's it.
I sat through it.
Sid, if you ever go back to watch this, I never watched Serbian film, and I don't plan to watch it. We got this on record now, so fuck you, Sid.
Are you kidding me? That movie made him go fucking OCD.
Exactly. Sid, if you're watching this, fuck you.
If you could even find that movie, I would be surprised. I don't think that movie available anywhere.
But I did watch Cannibal Holocaust. Unedited.
Okay, no, that's confusing.
What?
You can watch Cannibal Holocaust, but you can't watch a Serbian film.
There's a reason why I can find it unedited. Pirates.
Can you see the question mark on my face?
I can't even. So what I did is I went on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
I can't see the question mark.
Oh, well, there's a question mark. I don't know if anybody else can see it. I can't see the comments. I'm trying to fucking bring them up, but every time I do, I get a fucking sound loop.
Twiggy's just having his own issues. Twiggy, this is why you have these monitors.
Yeah.
We keep trying to tell you that.
I'm sorry!
Or we use our phones, dumbass.
I can't get my phone. I don't know where it is, and I can't get up in the middle of a stream. Believe me, it's my life motto. If I'd lose my head if it wasn't on straight. You still there?
Yeah.
You went quiet
Like-
for a second.
Acting,
everybody
you know, where you
in our
can, like,
group, in our like council and shit, we all love each other. So but me and Twiggy, we go back and forth about a lot of shit.
She takes it better than a Chinese horror, man. I'll tell you that.
I think it's better than a Korean horror. What you mean?
Okay, I'll give you that one.
But anybody in our group knows for a fact I can take it so much better than anybody. But which is why anybody in our group,
Damn it! It's not working.
Twiggy's having his own issues because he's fucking stupid with technology.
Hey! I'm getting better.
Twiggy, you can't figure out your dick. You can't figure out technology.
Yeah, well, that's what I got crazy for. Anyway,
You know?
back to our original topic. What separates a horror movie from a suspense movie? What elements have to be in a horror movie to actually make it a horror movie?
Honestly, to make it a horror movie, doesn't need to be killing, actually.
Agreed.
Because killing gets overrated. Killing could be an action, suspense, and shit. But there always has to be some kind of entity, some kind of killer, some kind of shit after them. Rather be a demon because Insidious. Let's take Insidious for example.
Mm-hmm.
Insidious. The first Insidious is PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cult favorite.
Cult classic.
Yeah. It's a cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
That's PG-13. There's a demon. There's somebody trying to get rid of that demon. It does cause a reaction in our brain to make our emotions go wild.
Yeah.
Wow. Everything in our mind can't do anything. Because we follow along for plot. Quote unquote plot. when in reality, there's no killing and Insidious.
Okay, so a horror movie basically tortures the audience, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it could torture the audience, it could torture the characters. It's a give or take. Do you want it to torture you, or do you want the maybe to torture the audience? Torture the characters.
Interesting concept. I guess I can have to agree with that because when I watched American Mary and then I watched Land My Ghost Click, what was the other one? The House that Jack built. Those were pretty fucking brutal. Especially in American Mary, when you open the door and you see the guy hanging from the suicide hooks. I started fucking laughing when I saw that part.
Like, for me, I watched, because we all made jokes about the last Insidious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, Darth Maul is in the fucking closet.
Mm-hmm.
Insidious. And then Final Destination, first deal. That's not so much horror.
Mm-hmm.
But it still falls under the horror category. Because death is after them. They cheated death. They cheated death, for example. But again,
okay,
you don't.
What about this one though? What about Final Destination? Where would you stand on that one?
Where I stand on a Final Destination, actually, I kind of stand more on the action side because they go for killing on killing on killing.
Never thought about it like that.
They go for the death count more than the. Because they go for the creative killing. Who got the classic killing? Who got the ways they die? How many people die in said ways? Like, a plane blows up. That's a real life thing that could happen.
Yeah.
That tortures the audience.
Dying by getting your head cut off with a machete.
Yeah. So they're showing ways people could die. Well, actually, but a pull filter sucking your ass in, that's not really possible. Unless somebody deliberately does that.
I guess it depends on your resources. You can get lie at a hair salon.
You can lie about anywhere. But the elevator, like escalator, whatever the fuck you want to call that, can actually get your shoelace.
Yeah.
If you're not careful.
That's why I'm asking, when you look at movies like Final Destination, it's literally man versus life. There's no entity, there's nothing going after you. They make references to like death or Grim Reaper or whatever, but there's never actually anything chasing them or trying to kill them at all. They're all just basically freak accidents.
Actually, they made references to death.
Yeah, but you don't ever actually see it though. Like within Ghost Ship, it's the actual ship itself that comes to life.
The coroner was the representation of death.
Yeah, he said death don't like to be cheated.
And actually, the death. And if you heard of the John Denver song, in any Final Destination song, any Final Destination movie, means death was coming for you.
You know
Which
who
is
played
why-
the coroner, right?
Huh?
You know who played the coroner, right?
I don't remember.
Tony Todd.
Mm.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
You better. This is a horror show. This is a horror fucking show. You better be on your shit.
But also, they actually made death, like, they showed the pool filter going from, like, filtering to,
Yeah.
from actually doing filtering to draining.
What?
Yeah, in one of the Final Destination movies. Have you not seen that movie?
It's been so long since I watched it. I remember seeing all of them, but I'm gonna have to watch them again.
Because that one, because it was the NASCAR one. I don't remember which fucking one. It was one of them.
One. Let me look it up real quick.
I like how we're all just, there's Google. Fuck it, we got Google.
What do you do when you don't know something? Google that shit.
Google.
NASCAR.
Final Destination 4.
You beat me to it. I was thinking Final Destination 4, but I wanted to be sure. Anyway, you were saying?
But the pool scene in Final Destination 4, they actually show the pool filtration,
Uh-huh.
which is not a freak accident. Because
That was
you
in the
can't-
fourth one?
Yeah,
Okay. But anyway, continue.
you cannot, the pool filtration does not do that by nature. Somebody literally has to do that by hand. So there was a reference to death.
So you're saying that whatever entity that was manifesting in the movie was tampering with the machine to make it do that?
Yep. And the car. I see your air quotes. Fuck you.
I guess I can understand that. I'm gonna have to watch it again, but there was a whole bunch of shit falling all over the place and shit like that. So I'm not saying you're wrong though.
But also, me and you go for hours talking about this shit. But but if we're gonna talk about PG-13 movies, Final Destination does not follow to that. That's rated R.
Yeah.
But The Quiet Place, that's been out recently.
And
They never shown the actual creature. They're making a second movie. Or if they shown the creature, I wasn't paying attention enough because I...
well, technically, they don't show the creatures in possession movies either.
Most of the creatures in possession movies are demons and shit. You can't really represent demons. Unless you really want to make a full-blown demon costume with boobs, tits, and with like 1,000 tits,
Mm-hmm.
horns, 3 arms, 4 arms, 5 arms,
Yeah.
half man, half woman. Cause Baphomet has fucking tits. For those who don't fucking know, Baphomet has fucking tits.
So what? You got a thing against tits?
No, I
I like
tits.
boobs.
So do I. I like my own. Thank you very much. They're They're fucking lovely.
Okay.
But you can't fucking like show every fucking demon. That gives the whole plot away.
Technically, you can see him in End of Days, but you don't necessarily get a good look at him. He's invisible, and he's flying. It's in the opening. He's like flying through the city, he's looking for somebody to possess. He goes into that restaurant, goes into that guy. It's pretty cool. You never actually get a good look at him though, because it's just like all screen distortion. But if you really want a good ghost movie, I suggest 13 Ghosts. It's fucking amazing for a PG-13.
Like, Insidious is a good demon movie. Like, this entire series is good.
Mm-hmm.
And crazy boobs are awesome. And I will always say boobs are awesome because I have my own boobs until I lose them. Either breast cancer or some other weird shit, freak accidents.
Yeah, fact check myself here real quick.
What, you gotta check your boner?
A little professionalism, please.
Oh, you have professionalism now?
13 Ghosts. Da, 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 da. Watch my subscription. What the hell was the rating?
Ghost titties.
What boobies?
Ghost titties.
Boobies.
Boobies.
Now I'm pretty sure it was PG-13, but I can't. What the hell is it? DDR remake classic.
It's rated R.
Oh, it is rated R?
Yeah.
I can't find that anything, and I'm on Google. Damn it!
I was on Google.
Oh, you suck.
13 Ghosts is rated R. But it's a good horror movie.
Okay, yeah, so it's the rated. Yeah, here, did I see it now? Rated R. 13 Ghosts is actually rated R. And that's only because people die in the movie. If people didn't die, it wouldn't be rated R. But it would still be a good movie.
Yeah, Grandma's calling me right now for whatever reason.
What's that?
Grandma's calling me for whatever reason.
Okay, so what, you gotta go?
No. Is it gonna mute for a second?
Yeah, go ahead. I really feel like we should be playing the Jeopardy theme right now. But yeah, I was just sitting there going through all these different movies, just trying to figure out exactly what horror movies are rated R and which ones were PG-13. I just wanted to analyze something. And I noticed that a lot of the movies that I actually liked are, in fact, PG-13. And it just kind of threw me for a loop for a second because I wasn't really expecting that. In fact, I'm really more into the gorier stuff, but not like the super blood. Oh, I gotta have blood, 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 blood. You know, I mean, I like Saw. You know, I like it when the antagonist plays with the audience and shit. That's why I love psychological movies. Psychological and paranormal are my absolute hands down favorite.
Oh, if you like psychological, then The Boy would be your movie.
The Boy?
The Boy.
I think I've seen that.
The one with the doll? Named Brom?
It might be like the child. I don't know.
It's not child's play. No, we're not gonna see Fiona involved in this shit.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Let Let me ask you this: what's your favorite kind of horror? I
I'm
gotta ask
more
everybody that.
psychological.
You like psychological?
Yeah. I like
What's,
shit that fucks with my mind
so
mostly.
what's your go-to then?
Go-to is mostly, if I could go off the top of my head, it would honestly have to be The Boy, because I could rewatch that, and Hereditary.
That and Hereditary?
Yeah.
Have you seen Gerald's Game?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch Gerald's Game. It is fucked up.
I crazy prefer slasher flicks.
It's a Stephen King novel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's just like, because I love Stephen King movies. Like, I love Stephen King books.
You know, I think this could be his most fucked up movie yet, man. I'm not. It's you gotta
They
watch it.
paid
It's
the
fucking
cat in
brutal.
Pet Cemetery.
They did what?
They paid the cat in Pet Cemetery.
They paid the cat?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you pay an animal?
I don't fucking know. They
Come here,
actually paid the
Whiskers.
cat.
We got some kibbles and bits for you.
They actually paid the cat. I don't know how you paid the cat, but they paid the cat.
Wow, that's... The more you know.
The more you know, because
Oh my god, I don't
The
even know.
cat's
I don't know
actually
how to
an actor.
process this information.
the cat's actually an actor.
I wish I was the cat now.
Crazy. This is your host. This is who you're paying.
I keep looking around and trying to find my damn straw. I got a water here. I can't drink it.
That's on you.
Yeah, I know. Well, I took a shower and I got, behind. I didn't fucking pay attention to the time.
I mean, I have to help Grandma for a second.
Again?
No, earlier.
Oh.
Grandma's
Yeah.
been falling lately.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Grandma's falling on wood floor. They probably paid the cat with 9 lives. Crazy! You know, that's fucked up! Cats only have one
What's up,
life.
Crazy?
Crazy, they only have one
Probably
life.
paid the cat with 9 lives. I was just thinking that either 9 lives or killed the bitch or some shit like that.
They only have one life.
I can't do flashers. I am so fucking picky when it comes to slashers. I think probably my 2 favorites would be either Saw or Freddy, and that's really it. You know, the first 3
Saw is
Scream
fucking
movies were
horrible
really
for,
good. I cannot get past number 3.
Saw, don't get me wrong, I like the director's, one of the Saw movies.
Okay.
And that's just because of Repo, Devil's Carnival and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know which director I'm talking about. Horrible with names, but that's because I'm horrible with names,
Mm-hmm.
naturally.
If you can name one of those movies, I might be able to tell you.
It was Devil's Carnival and Repo of the Genetic Opera.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It wasn't David.
I
Parrot.
know Sean from Slipknot was in Devil's Carnival, but he didn't direct it.
No. But I know it was. But I also know Tech 9 was in Hallelujah. Aaron Lynn. It was this guy.
It was what? You there?
Yeah, it was Darren Lynn Brusman.
Okay. So anyway, you were saying?
Darren Lynn Brasman directed, like, I don't like most Saw movies, but I do like Darren Lynn Brasman for Rebuild the Genetic Opera and Devil's Carnival. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And those are not considered horror movies.
No, they're musicals.
Exactly. But
Just
they
like
took
Little Shop of Horrors. It's horror themed, but it's labeled as a musical.
Yep. They took horror themes and made it into a musical.
I'm not a big musical fan, but Little Shop of Horrors is pretty cool.
Yes.
Imagine me, a music maker, doesn't like musicals. Ha!
And imagine me, a girl who doesn't do music, is into musicals. Mostly because I like certain artists and shit. But, you know.
Right. But like I was saying,
But my go-to, like, slasher films would honestly have to be Nightmare on Elm Street.
mm,
And it has to be the classic originals.
yeah, I was not impressed with the remake.
And then Child's Play.
They should have stuck with the original storyline instead of trying to remake it with Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have, because with the last one that came out, The Seed of Chucky, it actually looked like they were trying to go back to the more darker side of Chucky. If they would have just kept that going, then it would have got better.
They're starting to go darker in Child's Play again.
I'm actually glad they are because it was really starting to get very bland. I mean, come on, Chucky's driving a fucking car. Come on.
Like, don't get me wrong, Chucky does have a comedic side. It's just not obvious. It's a dark humor.
Freddy does it better.
I mean, we're gonna discuss killers. I'm talking about horror movie killers.
What was that?
We're gonna discuss this. I'm talking real.
Okay, your microphone's going in and out.
Fuck.
One more time.
Discuss killers. We're gonna discuss. If we're gonna discuss killers, are we gonna discuss the ones that are serial killers or not?
Well, we only got about 10 minutes left, so I don't know.
I don't know. But, like, I know for a fact I watched serial killer documentaries, so
Yeah.
there's my inspiration.
So what, do you have a favorite serial killer then?
Yeah.
Who's that?
It would have to be the co-ed killer.
Because?
He didn't get caught until he called in.
Okay.
That, and he killed his own grandparents first.
There's this one guy, I can't remember his first name. Something Panzerum.
And then Ed Gein inspired Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, serial killers that inspire movies.
Carl Panzerum is the one that I was trying to think of. I actually like him because he was just a total badass. He's sitting on death row. He's getting ready to be hung. And the guy goes up to him, "Do you have any last words?" And he says, "Hurry up, you hosier bastard. I could have killed a dozen men in that time it takes for you to screw around." I'm like, badass!
Badass! Like, the Kodak killer is still alive, but Charles Manson is not
dead.
actually... He's not actually a serial killer, by the way.
Yes, we are all aware of this.
He was just a cult leader.
But he's still responsible for all the people that he killed, for brainwashing the people that they killed.
But also, if I was actually like a public leader and shit, I would actually free him. Just for the fact to see what happens. This is why I'm not in power.
Yeah, that is why you are not in power. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ever vote for this woman. Sid, you need to put her on permanent probation.
Twiggy?
Yes?
You didn't realize. Fuck you.
Is that an offer?
No.
Damn. Number
Well,
2.
And second of all, I will let him be free permanently. I just want to see if he can make another cult.
I don't know what to say to that.
That's why. Hi.
There's another question mark on my face.
That's on your screen.
Nightmare on Friday. Yeah, you gotta give credit to the classic, but even the Friday the 13th remake still fucking sucked.
But they did make a Friday the 13th game.
They made a couple of them. They even featured Jason in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. They also featured Freddy in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but not Robert Englund.
But Robert Englund is still prominent in the horror film industry.
Robert Englund is the only Freddy Krueger, and honestly, I think the only person that can actually touch Robert Englund is Ryan Reynolds.
I mean,
I think he's the only one that can actually come close to being a really good Freddy Krueger that Robert Englund was. And I say that because of his role in Amityville. I actually liked him in Amityville.
I actually like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, so...
And that's it. I was just going to say that too. His role as Deadpool really puts the comedic edge, and his role in Amityville really tells me that he could take the more serious roles. That'll be an awesome combination as Freddy Krueger. If he can, I would really love to see Ryan Reynolds play Freddy Krueger.
The only other person I want to see as a horror movie character, like Elvira, for instance.
I would love to see another Elvira movie.
And that would be Scarlett Johansson. And that's just because I have a lady boner for her.
Yeah, she is pretty hot. Wait a minute, just to make this clear, you want to see Scarlett Johansson play Elvira?
Yeah.
Okay. That I can actually see doing.
Twiggy?
What?
You're the one that's making the jerk off gesture.
Well, that's because I have a penis.
I mean, true. Crazy. Of course, we're playing Friday the 13th. Yeah, you are. Your boss is in here.
Later tonight. And with that being said, we are at the 5-minute mark. We only have 5 minutes left of the show, so I'm going to go ahead and knock a couple of these things out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to the Creature Features show. Emily, thank you for joining me here. And Crazy, thank you for your comments. Just like he said, he will be playing Friday the 13th tonight on Friday the 13th. And if you guys want to do me a solid, you could go ahead and click on... Make sure I get the right... Wait, this one... Am I pointing at the right one?
You can press the follow button and you can press the subscribe button if you really like us. Because that'll pay for Twiggy. It won't pay for me.
Yes, and scan this QR code right here. See that? Right here, see? That's the scan for SJN merch. Yeah. That's where that QR code, it will take you to our Teespring. Also, if you scan this one, the one down at the bottom right there, sorry, I'm still trying to get used to the camera. That will take you to my Bandcamp where you will get a free download of my latest mixtape, single, EP, what the fuck ever you want to call it, Family Business. It is featuring a track, the title track, Family Business, D the Mac. He's an awesome rapper from the East Coast, Virginia, I think. And Big D, or D the Mac, if you see this, I'm sorry if I got your location wrong. Please don't crucify me. Also, I have an interview coming up with Smokin' Joe from Kill It Don't Talk next Friday, the 21st. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Sid Jones Network Creature Feature Show, Twitch, Smokin' Joe interview with El Moi. Ha ha ha.
Crazy will be playing on his other channel. Crazy going to be playing on his show channel, so if you want to see Friday the 13th, go follow Crazy.
Yes, please do that. Also, I want to say one more time, thank you to everybody that follows me. Thank you for everybody that supports me. Thank you to everybody that follows the Sid Jones Network and supports the Sid Jones Network. We are going to have a shit ton of things coming out in the next few months. It's going to be exciting. 2021 is going to be off the fucking hook. I am telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. Emily, thank you. Thank you all the viewers. Crazy, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Creature Feature Show. I am Twiggy, and I am out of here.